I created it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am Julia Pinkham, and this is the Monday Morning Bamboo Fusion Flow Show. Thanks for joining me today, Rick. And if, any of my regular students come in, and for those of you out there on Facebook and YouTube who are watching these classes streaming live on Facebook and YouTube on demand, that is just one way that we can connect and be together. And there's Diane. Hi, Diane. And I'm so glad to be here, and I thank you to David Dorian Ross for meeting with me to correct the sound, resolve the sound issues that we were having and challenges. And so we're back and we're live and we're streaming, and this is Bamboo Fusion. And welcome. And if you're new, there's nothing to do or learn. You can get into flow, practice getting in flow and following along. And I was in an all-day training on Sunday where the instructor said that people who practice Tai Chi do not end up coming in as often for back pain, and how important that is and how wonderful that is. And what a great thing for us to be here today, to be, staying strong and flexible and practicing. So just come on back and, oh, wait a second. Here we go. So standing in upright position, starting from the beginning, opening to the dawn, bringing in the morning light, streaming pink and orange and golden. And breathing in and letting go, sinking the chi, softening and opening, smiling, lifting the face, looking up, and the hands in prayer position float to the chest and open, extending and slowing down into the present moment. We're sinking into the earth, rooting down, grounding. The feet step shoulder hip width apart. And we slide right into the arms, become like a marionette, lifted from above, and the shoulders and the elbows and the wrist and the palms. Slide down that invisible glass door like a mime. And you can go as low as you wanted to go, strengthening the thighs and the base of the body, and from the bottom, sitting into your chair, surrender, reaching up, expanding and sinking, strengthening the legs and thighs, and then you just let that all go, softening, opening, melting. The arms floating up like a puppet and sinking down again into that seated chair pose on your throne, lifting your arms, looking up, and then coming back to standing, and then we'll shift side to side like driftwood, floating down that river. You can use the water to encourage and promote circulation and getting into flow, side to side. And either side, it doesn't matter what side, it's a heel tap, and then switching. Slowing down. And the other side, heel tap. And so when we touch the heel and bring back in, we're practicing our balance, and the hand comes out over the foot, getting ready to play the pipa. And then in a continuous circle, and the two hands, hand under elbow, over the heel, and then everything just touch and circle. And bring yourself into a wider stance. Fold. Pause and come right back up. And then the old man digs in the garden. So we'll go down that central channel through the base of the body, lifting above the head and heart and hips, sliding up and down the central channel. And from the face, reverse the direction, opening the front. And then gathering everything from below, bring your hands crossed and prepare to release the bow and arrow. So extend and gather, bringing into the chest, and then reach and release. Going as low as you want to go. And we can be sending love and compassion to ourselves and outward. And then in that wide stance to one side, opening, standing in the mountain, embracing that pink clouds, opening the sky, looking out over the horizon, and then switch to the other direction and reverse the circle so that you're soaring like a eagle, scouting out, looking for your prey beneath, and then come in, and we'll take the hands like palm fronds, rustling in the breeze, a gentle tropical breeze, warming up the whole body, the base of the body, and then the two hands cross, brush, knee, and push. So the hands rewind in that continuous motion and circle, and you can spiral and engage the side of your body as you swipe the hands like calligraphy brushes across the sky. And then we'll paint a rainbow, color and light, and then drop in on the other side, warming up the whole body, getting into rhythmic motion, softening, and opening, and then step, and brush, and continue. Pressing through, down and around and through. And then the hands form like a moon, and the moon rises overhead, and we drip to the side, opening the side, stretching the side of the body, moonlight reflecting on the ocean, spreading light and love, opening the space, opening the body. And one hand to the heart, and the other hand and foot reach out, so you're pull yourself into the shore, pulling your rowboat in, pulling in that line, and then drop anchor, and you can slide that hand down as low as you want to go into this side angle triangle. And the top hand lifts us back up like a rag doll, and then we shift over to the other side and pull yourself in. Hand to heart, reaching out for that line, and then drop in when you're ready and slide down, expanding, reaching up, and lift yourself up naturally like a rag doll. And we'll shift right into this wave hand flight clouds. This is one of my favorites. I like to imagine the blue sky, cheerful, and the bright sun on my face, on my chest, warming my soul, radiating. And then I drop anchor, and I open the sails, and I have the wind at my back, smooth sailing, blue, 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 and sunshine. Ah. And it just wraps right around, and the shoulders come down, relieving stress and tension, and letting go. And side to side, roll it right over to the other side, and open. Take a nice wide stance if you want to, honoring and respecting your body, testing your limits, seeing where you are today, here and now in the present moment. And we'll just wipe that across like a movie film. And we'll open again in reverse direction, like the arms of a Milky Way. Reach from your fingertips down through the grass and creep back up. It's a continuous motion. So expand and extend, going as low as you honor and respect always your body. And then stretching, open and come back up, and come in, drop anchor, over to the other side, step in so you can step out, and reversing the direction, going beyond the beyond, streaming light and stars into the darkness, a spiral movement, opening and releasing. Can come back, everything comes in to the center, the hand touches the pulse, and we turn our body into this yin-yang as the white crane spreads its wings. And it's an empty toe touch as you spread, testing the water. Is it cold? Do you want to dive in? And we'll fold and look down and come back up. Needle at the bottom of the sea. So spread your wings wide and across and down, and fold at the waist. Look at your reflection and come back up. And then we'll add on to this series, spread the wing, fold the waist into tree pose, and everything comes up. You don't want to put your foot right on your knee, and you can touch your toe down to the base of the floor to get started. But we'll challenge our balance for a few seconds and then repeat. Spreading our wings, folding our waist, and everything comes up. Pause here. Hold your position. Challenge yourself, practicing, and then release. All of the Tai Chi secrets in this series. So we hold the ball and ward off. The bottom hand floats up in a position of defense. The top hand comes down to the waist. You dive into transition and you roll your moon to the other side. Rotating, connecting, protecting. Dive in like threading the needle, double spiral over to the other side, once to ward off, and now softening, becoming that water, getting into the stream of life, yielding. Get out of the way. And again, forward to roll your ball around, switching sides, and then soften, rolling back. Get out of the way, getting out of our own way. And here we go forward to roll around, hold the ball, and open, and then squeeze into the corner. So it's a double press. Holding your space, defending your line, and again, down to go around and ward off on the other side, rolling back, and then squeeze. And you can squeeze all the way off your back foot to become more whole body. Fortify, defense. And if you want to step out and get a wider stance, and we're going to do this next one together. So I push it to you virtually, across space, across time, and I throw the ball, and you can sticky hand your fingers like Velcro and catch the ball and pass it back to me. So like we're tossing in the waves and catch, and all together we'll open and open the chest, open the window, open the heart, and to the other side. So like dance, we're following and then leading. We're receiving and then giving. In and out, open and close in all the directions. And all together, opening the heart, opening the window, and we'll go through the whole thing one time, clearing the way, folding the elbows, softening the hands, pushing from the back foot through to the fingertips. And out, and in, and open, and close. And then from the beginning, we're going to open the heart to close, and everything like a chain link collapses, and then bounces right back open, spring-loaded with the bubbling well, bubbling the chi up and through the chest, and then dropping everything, sending it in and out in this grateful flow. And dropping, releasing tension, opening, sending out, lifting up. And from the heart, a grateful flow. And that is the Monday morning Bamboo Fusion flow show today. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be live with lights, camera, action, music, sound, and my Zoom participants. And I guess the only announcements I have are come back every week, because I'll always add in new things that I forget, like swimming through the generations. It dropped out, but we'll bring it back. And I'm in the mentorship program, so you can join us at the other TaiChiFit.net calendar flow shows, and we can enjoy any of the classes and encourage our community to continue to practice. And that's my positive thought for today, that the inspiration to be motivated to continue to come and, cultivate this inner peace, to share that with the world and to be here today. So thanks. Yeah, thanks for coming today, Rick, and I'll see you again. Bye, Diane. You too. Yes, Diane. Yes, finally.